Hey, everybody. Before we start today's podcast, I want to let you in on a little thing here. Before the shows, we normally play the trailer of the movie we're about to talk about. It figures very prominently into today's show, the trailer, so I want to play you the trailer right now so you understand a reoccurring joke that happens throughout this podcast. Enjoy.
In the year 2455, on a routine training mission, a team of students is about to discover a life form frozen in time.
Wow.
They're on their way back. Prepare for docking and power up the lab.
You brought him on board?
Everything's under control, ma'am.
What the hell is going on?
Jason Voorhees, that's what's going on. He's an unstoppable killing machine.
Guys, it's okay. He just wanted his machete back.
How do we get off the ship?
I don't know. Look, we're gonna be all right.
What? Are you high?
Uh-oh.
He's here. You have got to get them out of there.
Hey, Slappy.
I think we're finally okay.
What the hell is that? You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, wow.
It's been modified. Oh, you think? You guys might want to run. I don't think he's out there.
Why don't you just stick your head out and have a peek?
In space, no one can hear you say, eh. We saw Jason 10, so you know what that means.
How did Schwarzenegger grow a baby in his belly? Rock a rhinestone vest while ripping Justin to Kelly. Or maybe see a burlesque show with Nick Crow and take a bowl of speed to hitting cruise control. J-Man, Big Paul in the beautiful June. Gonna take you from the goob all the way to the room. Ran the games of Street Fighter, helped to blow off steam. Just a sucker punch the odd life of Timothy Green. Sharknado to Birdemic, how we staying alive. They call it in the badass and he's on the line. Cranking 88 minutes cause they cool as ice. Cause a bad Jim Varney looking kinda nice. Paul and June getting literal, Jason is getting laid. June is making sure all the monkey shots getting paid. They judge a bunch of movies while they're making the grade. Here's a real question for you, how did this get made?
Hello, people of Earth! And hello, people of Largo! We are live here in Los Angeles at Largo at the Cornet, our LA home, and we love this place. It's so fantastic. If you're in LA, come check out a show here. Not just our show, but the many amazing shows that are here. We have an amazing audience, a 10 o'clock audience. I know that people at home, they don't know what that difference is, but you guys bring the heat. You're a little bit more drunk, you're a little bit more loud, and we appreciate it. We need it because today is our Halloween episode, and what better way to celebrate Halloween than with the death of a franchise. Here to talk to me tonight about this film is my co-host, Jason Mantzoukas. Welcome.
What's up, jerks?
Welcome, Jason.
Thank you, Paul.
Jason, a movie of your namesake.
Oh, thank God. Finally. All of the requests for this movie franchise to be talked about so that my name can be in it have been answered, and here we are. Jason X.
Now,
the movie about Jason Voorhees and Malcolm X combined into one character.
So many people had the Jason X hat.
Yeah.
So many people. Jason, where do you fall in the Friday the 13th
When I
Like-
tell you 0,
Yeah.
a lot of my notes are reminders to ask you guys or the nerds what the myth. It took me until the very end of the movie to be like, oh right, no, Jason is the main character.
Well,
Because I was like, I think he's gonna kill all the people.
but here's the thing. I find myself in the same camp. I've seen a handful of Jason movies. I think one of our guests tonight will have a little bit more knowledge than us. But I believe that someone with our knowledge level wrote this movie. Like, it didn't feel like it was a lot of deep dive.
No, the person watched Aliens, rewrote it, and instead of an alien, it was Jason, and they were like, that's the fucking movie.
I
There's
literally,
an android, there's a ship, and all of it. It's the same thing.
I literally feel like it was a fever dream that happened in 2001.
Yeah.
Like, Jason in space. And then that was about all the thought process.
I feel like there was a phone call at one point that was like, hey, you remember when you said Jason in space as a joke? We're gonna do it. And the person was like, I don't think you should. I was very much joking.
There was an odd time, though, because the Leprechaun franchise, a movie we also did here on the show, also went to space. Leprechaun in space. I feel like there was a couple moments where like, fuck it, I don't know. Put him in space.
Heightening. It's like that's just heightening. Well, where else do we gotta go? Space? Oh, I guess so. I guess that's what we're doing.
Well,
Fast and Furious in space.
By the way, I don't want to take credit for this.
I think Fast 10 is a mashup of the Fast and Furious movies with Apollo 10.
I'll take it. I don't want to say that we did this, but I believe that we mentioned that it should be in space in our podcast, and then one reporter finally got a question to F. Gary Gray about it during the press tour, and he's like, you never know. It wasn't like, no.
Yep. Additional
it was almost
writing
more like,
by.
yeah.
Additional writing by How Did This Get Made podcast.
Get us that
WGA
credit.
arbitration.
Do it. Let's bring
You
out
guys love inside writing union jokes, right?
Guys, we have a lot of specific material about arbitration,
Ooh,
stories, characters, plot points.
Writers Guild healthcare plans.
We struck, we won, we were ready to
Why
go back
is
to
there a
work.
Writers Guild East and a West? Unclear.
What if this whole show just became really a deep dive into who gets all the credits?
Where you repped.
This is based on a story by, obviously.
Oh, obviously.
Characters
But
created
screenplay by someone else.
Yeah, there you go. Tonight is a How Did This Get Made all-star performance, which means that we have not one, but two guests who've been on the show before and are coming back again. Our first guest, you know this guy from the show Transparent on Amazon. You also know him from movies like The House and Baywatch, but more importantly, as a brand new YouTube Red series that he created. Please welcome Rob Huebel. I realized that I just said that you created a YouTube show, but I didn't give you the name. It's called...
No, don't say the name of it.
Nope.
And it fits in perfectly here. Do you want to see a dead body?
That's right.
And you can be watching that on YouTube Red right now. Right now.
That's right.
When this comes out, this
That's
is right now. So Rob, I believe that you have a deep knowledge base of Jason.
I heard you say that. That's not true.
No, really.
No,
You're not. You don't have like a.
no, I like horror movies.
Yeah.
But not. I don't
Not
like
these.
Not especially. Like
these were not.
But I will say I like the song in the trailer.
Let the bodies hit the floor! Let the body...
And if I'm not wrong, you are going to sing our Second Opinions theme tonight later, right?
If the theme
Let
song.
the bodies hit
Let the bodies hit the floor!
Let the opinions hit the floor.
But I appreciate. I don't have a huge knowledge.
You don't?
base.
Okay.
I've watched a bunch of them, but I was very little.
Okay. Well, then I will pimp you into another story.
I was a little boy.
But you did almost severely injure yourself while wearing a Jason mask, though, right?
I have a scar. Only you would know that story. I have a scar on my face that I... Fuck you. I have a scar on my face from a what I thought would be a funny prank when I was in college. A bunch of us went away on like a date situation. A bunch of couples went to a... This sounds crazy.
Is this an orgy?
I was hoping... Oh, I hope my wife doesn't listen to this. It was college. But anyway... we all went away for a weekend to a summer camp. Somehow someone rented out this summer camp, and so it was 20 couples. And so I was very excited. I'm going to keep this very brief. I didn't know you were going to say that. I thought, oh, well, I got to scare everybody. I do love being scared, and I love scaring people. So I brought a hockey mask, and I brought a long blonde wig, and I brought a hatchet with me. And so the first night, it was college, everyone's drinking and smoking weed and partying, and I was it got really late, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to scare everybody. And so I put on my hockey mask and my wig, and I went up, and everybody was down in this one cabin. And I remember sitting there, getting full on Kane Hodder, really, and I started. So I had my hatchet and my fucking wig, and I was running. And my plan was I was just gonna burst into this cabin and scare everyone. Well, I was running as fast as I could, and all of a sudden, I thought someone stepped out from behind a tree and hit me in the face with a baseball bat. What it actually was, it was a children's summer camp where we were, and I ran into a clothesline. A wire, an old rusty wire, full speed, as fast as I can run. And I can run 60, 70 miles an hour.
You're like a leopard.
So knocked off my... Anyway, I have a scar on my face. Thank you for asking.
I will say, in that story, you do use the name of the actor who plays Jason.
I do know,
Which means you know more about this movie franchise than I do.
We have a good Kane Hodder story.
Yeah, we'll save it. We'll tell Kane Hodder
Yeah.
as we get into it. Our second guest tonight, fantastically funny performer. She does a show here at Largo, but she has a movie right now on Amazon Prime. It's called Landline. You can watch it right now. It's fantastic. She also is one of the stars of the new Netflix series, Big Mouth. Please welcome Jenny Slate. Welcome, Jenny.
Hi.
Now,
hi.
you are the person that now I felt bad that we made you watch this because you're not watching horror movies.
Furious.
normally.
I really didn't know that this would be the kind of movie. And in fact,
I feel like we got you to agree.
Let me tell
to
you
do the
what,
show.
Jason, that he was texting to see if I was feeling okay because I had the flu for 90 years. And then it was are you okay, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to do the show? I was like, okay. And then I get a very formal email from Paul saying, be here then, da-da, the movie is Jason X.
Yeah.
I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I watched it a couple hours ago. I'm literally dressed like a man because I felt so scared. I put up my largest clothes on just to leave.
So you felt as though you had no recourse from fear other than to dress as a man.
Look at the world around you.
In theory, protecting yourself from certain doom, because the killer would be like, "Oh, it's not a pretty girl; it's just some man."
Yeah, it's just a scared man. No one wants to talk to him. Who gives a hoot about that fellow?
Who gives a crap about that
don't come
guy?
over here.
I will say though, I think you got off really easy because on the scare factor, this is not that scary.
No, it's not scary at all.
Not scary.
There's a couple of gross out moments, but
Actually,
that's really
it's
it.
a lot of gross stuff.
I would say the gross stuff has nothing to do with killing and
Some of it
Jason.
does.
I would say that there's two that I can think of, and they both have to deal with nipples.
Oh. Yeah.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
What really stunned me about this film, and really my mouth was open the whole time. I just can't believe any of it. But that at the beginning, when they're trying to decide whether or not to freeze. First of all, I don't understand why Jason's so upset, but that's another thing. But secondly, and I haven't seen any of Jason's other movies, but they're like, should we freeze him, should we not? And then the scientist goes, this is the grossest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I want him soft.
Yeah.
You want him
I wrote that down too.
No, you don't.
Well, first of all, let's just even step it back and go.
Sorry.
No, you were right. I'm just saying that Crystal Lake was a campground. And when this movie opens, it's the Crystal Lake Research Facility. So, in some years, this, kids camp has now become like a science facility.
Yes, that checks out. That totally checks out.
You know what? I will get on board for that. Why, other than our the main woman who lives to be in the future with him, you've got Jason, you've got 6 dudes that he kills, and then it's a giant facility with nobody else in it.
That is completely
It's a
dark.
very big facility.
It's large.
Enormous.
With a scientist that looks sort of like Matthew Modine.
Yep.
I was like, is it? No, it's not.
No, it's David Cronenberg.
No, not.
Oh, yeah, that's David Cronenberg.
In the very...
Yeah,
in the beginning, the guy that's
The guy that wants
don't
him
you worry
soft.
about it.
Oh, okay, great.
Blah, blah, blah.
Great.
That's David Cronenberg.
Okay.
Well, by the way, David Cronenberg...
And I was like, oh no, Cronenberg?
And Cronenberg sets up
He was there for
something-
a day then.
I think an hour and a half.
He was there for 45 seconds.
Cronenberg sets up something that I don't believe is canon of Jason. And here you go. Take a listen.
What are you doing here?
I'm taking the specimen.
Well, you can't. I have him prepped the cryostasis chamber.
I don't want him frozen, Rowan. I want him soft.
We've already discussed this.
Yeah, well, I had to go over your head. I'm moving him to our Scranton facility.
Dr. Wimmer, you can't risk transporting him through open country.
This isn't open for discussion. His unique ability to regenerate lost and damaged tissue, it cries out for more research.
And you're willing to risk the deaths of innocent civilians if he escapes.
Yes. But I'm sure Sergeant Marcus and his men can handle the transfer just fine. Sergeant?
Everything's under control, man.
You know what? We're not going to light him at all. We're going to have Cronenberg lit, and the other guy, he's in the shadow.
The other guy looks like the guy who was like Rambo's buddy in Rambo. But I didn't know that was a part of Jason's lore, that he could just regenerate like a vampire.
Throughout the movie, it's as if Jason Voorhees is Wolverine.
Yeah, it's...
And that I don't think was
I don't know
part
if they ever
of the story.
I don't know if they ever said it per se, but
Okay.
it's implied that
That he can come
he's
back.
unkillable. Yeah.
But is he a ghost? Is he dead?
Does he have a soul?
First of all, I don't understand.
I wrote these questions. What is Jason? I wrote Cronenberg, ! What is Jason? Which, for me, is an existential note.
Right. That's not even about the film.
No, that was not about the film.
That's
that was
just your stuff.
That was
What
really,
is Jason?
That's from when I was just looking at myself in the mirror.
The first thing I wrote down, the writer who wrote this is named Todd Farmer, and I wrote, "Keep your day job, farmer." And I'm not going to say that joke.
He's a farmer.
He's a farmer.
He is a farmer.
Because Jason has no motivation as a character. He is just he's like
Well, this is
like
the
a doll that-
10th movie.
Right.
It would be.
Did he ever?
Yeah, I asked
like-
my friend who I watched the movie with because I was too
We
afraid
get
to watch
it,
it
you've
alone.
got friends.
I'm sorry. I can't help it. Love being
Jeez
popular. I
Louise.
mean, come on.
I get it. I watched it alone. I had an existential crisis. I get it. You have friends.
I was telling you. Go ahead, sorry.
Well, he said that Jason got pushed into a lake a long time ago and he's upset.
It's not.
But that's what I heard. That's what I heard. But
Jenny, I
why is
have
he
an
mad
update.
right when he wakes up
I have
right
an
now?
update.
He's like,
Your friends
I'm
are
ready.
morons.
Well, I will say that on the commentary track, the writer did admit to never seeing the other movies.
Wow.
That's amazing.
And here, if you want a quick look back at the Jason films, part 1, Jason's mother is Jason. She's stalking and murdering.
She is Jason?
Yes, she's wearing the mask, and she is stalking and murdering the teenagers of Camp Crystal Lake. because Jason drowned in the lake due to their negligence.
Yeah.
So that's a cool idea. She's decapitated
So it's
at
like
the end.
a revenge story for the mother.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's go to outer space.
No, and then part 2, Jason is alive and he's a fully grown man. He returns to Crystal Lake to guard it from intruders. 5 years after the event of the first film, Jason murders a new group of campers, and then the final girl finds a shrine in the woods to Mrs. Voorhees' head, and then Jason kills her with a machete.
This reminds me of when I was a little boy.
Oh no, she kills Jason with a machete. Part 3, Jason removes the machete from his shoulder and finds his way to a local farm where he hides in the barn and kills anyone who comes in. And then finds a hockey mask to hide his face. And then
Wait, that's when the hockey mask arrives?
Well,
there's no hockey mask in previous movies?
I think there had to be. Maybe.
There wasn't.
Oh, wow.
Wasn't? You shut your mouth.
Is that?
So.
Thank you for that information. Wait, what?
It's almost at the end of the third movie.
Oh, it's almost at the end. So Jason finds a
So
hockey
in
mask.
the early movies, what is he wearing on his dumb face?
You see him from the back.
Bag?
A bag.
Oh,
yeah,
I was like,
he's wearing like a burlap sack.
Like a burlap
Forget it.
sack?
Yeah, yeah. Is that right? Yeah.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
In the first movie, his mom's not wearing anything. It's just his mom.
His mom's nude? Not for nothing. Consider yourself about to be watched Friday the 13th one.
So if you
telling me there's nude moms in this movie? What do you think my preferred channel on Pornhub is?
So if you couldn't hear it clearly enough, first movie, Jason's mom is wearing nothing.
Yeah.
Second movie, Jason's wearing a bag over his head. Third movie, bag until hockey mask. Then we go into he's seemingly killed by an axe to the head in part 3. Then the final chapter starts with Jason killing everyone in the morgue that he's taken to. Then he returns.
Wait a minute.
Killing everyone in the morgue is
Killing
easy.
everyone
They're
in the
already
morgue
gone.
sounds like a bit redundant.
We both really, you know.
And then he
loved that.
Open the drawer. Stab, 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 stab.
It's to build up his self-confidence. He was, to Jason's point, he did get an axe in his head, so he thought those people were alive. Then he returns to Camp Crystal Lake, kills everyone, and then a character named Tommy, who's at the cabin near the camp, kills Jason. Then a new beginning starts with Jason, with Tommy being committed to a mental institution, while a copycat takes on Jason's likeness. Then Jason lives.
Wait, Tommy becomes Jason?
Yes. Then Tommy visits Jason's grave and accidentally resurrects him.
Wait a minute. Accidentally resurrects him?
I think there was like a lightning bolt.
Yeah, lightning strikes the grave.
I was such a little boy.
And then
I don't
Tommy.
like thinking about you as
By
a
the way,
kid.
lightning and electricity can reanimate anyone.
Always.
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 And then it gets crazy. Then he's like chained, put to the bottom of the lake. Then part 7, Jason's telekinetically resurrected by Tina, who is trying to bring back her father.
I want to see her.
And then Tina returns Jason to the bottom of the lake. And then part 8, Jason goes to Manhattan.
Oh, shit.
Where he works for Meryl Streep and is dating Adrienne Grenier. Not a lot of people know that Jason Voorhees was originally cast in The Devil Wears Prada. And they shot 30% of the movie with him and were like, it's not working.
Didn't work. Then he's melted by toxic waste, and then and Jason goes to hell the final Friday. Jason is resurrected, but we don't know why. The FBI is hunting him and then kills him. He survives by possessing different beings until his niece stabs him with a magic dagger and sends him to hell. So that's...
Wait, isn't there a Jason Freddy movie?
Yeah.
Yes, but that's not canon.
Oh.
That is a side.
That's like a one-off?
That's like The New Hope. That's like a side movie going, or not New Hope. I mean Rogue One. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, Rogue One is still canon.
Just a side movie. It's not part of the trilogy.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
And we might not have answers, but one of these dildos might. When and why is he obsessed with his machete? And also, where did it come from in this movie? He's all chained up.
His old one that he sees on
he's all chained up in the prison, and then when he's free, he's like, got my machete.
Yeah.
He has it when he's frozen. When they unfreeze
before
him,
they
he's
freeze
like,
him, though. Before they
chained.
freeze him, he's all chained up in the opening scene, right?
Right.
Also, is the opening credits take place in hell?
They
No,
take
that's
place
in his,
inside
it's
of his
inside the body.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I wasn't paying good enough attention.
That was like
Okay.
Inner Space. Have you seen the movie Inner
Space.
Yeah.
Yes.
And not to bring up that I obviously watched this with a very cool friend, but that's what my friend said.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Am I your cool friend?
No, I watched it with another cool friend.
I
You're
didn't
cool.
watch
you're
it
cool.
with anybody, so I didn't have any.
Can I tell you how I watched this, Paul? We're very briefly. We're sleep training our baby right now, which don't have babies, and so basically what that means is you just let your baby cry, and you know you don't go in there, and then they figure out like, oh, I'm gonna be okay. So I was.
Or they realize you don't love them.
So I was watching the movie with one headphone in right by her room and watching the baby monitor like this, and it was fucking. The baby monitor was what was scaring me, because you know it's just like a little tiny person like.
I will say
Jason
that
thing. I'm like, that's dumb. Okay.
By the way, you need to score your baby monitor to let the bodies hit the floor.
Oh no.
Hey, babe, come here. Look at this.
Let the bodies hit the floor!
Just your adorable child.
I watched this movie on an airplane because I needed to cram it in before I got back here.
Ooh, never say the phrase "cram it in" again.
And I was sitting next
soft.
I'd appreciate it.
like I'm soft.
Ooh, cram it in while it's soft.
I was sitting next to a child, and
My child?
yes, who was doing fine.
Who was fast asleep?
You're sleep training my baby on a plane.
And you know that's how you're supposed to do it. By the way, they don't tell you that in the
Oh,
books.
yeah.
You take your baby.
You gotta plane
in
train
the
those
plane.
babies.
Yeah, plane train them.
Plane, train, and automobile.
So I'm watching this movie on an airplane next to a child. I feel like the first thing the kid like looks over at my iPad and sees like somebody's head get like sliced off. I'm like, ooh, and I kind of like cover up my iPad, and then I'm watching it further, and then there's that scene with like the two girl campers, and it's the only time that like real nudity is in the movie. I'm like, and then I turn it like
There's
this.
real nudity earlier in the movie.
Very little with the
robot's
robot.
nipples.
They fall off.
It was so clinical.
Wait, let's
The
get to
nipples
that.
fall
Let's get
right
to that.
off.
We'll get there. Okay. Sorry,
I have a 30-minute monologue about that.
I got nervous and the nudity came on with the kid that I turned my iPad out to the aisle, which meant that I was just flashing.
Yeah.
Which meant that you were basically like,
Oh, gross.
hey, anybody want to get a look at this? Check it out.
It was so, I was like, I was really mortified. And then I was like, now I'm like this fucking creepo who's like watching like a Jason movie on my iPad. Like everyone's like watching like Baby Driver and Spider-Man. I'm like, yeah.
Like you're watching like legit trash.
Like, and I clearly bought it. It's not even on the Seatback Entertainment.
No.
It's like I gotta watch this shit here.
I don't want to watch what you've got. I've got my own. What I think is better. That's the message you're sending is my watching is more important than what you have on offer, and it's this.
I tried to make my note taking really like apparent because I just didn't want. I wanted to be like, well, clearly he's doing it for some sort of reason.
So you've got like what? Like
I'm a writer.
A quill and a bottle of ink. Taking notes. What? Just me taking notes.
I have a just to back up a question about this opening scene, and then we should probably move on.
Yeah, sure.
Why am I driving the podcast?
You know what?
But
this is a hostile
But
takeover.
isn't this the scene where they go in and Jason's chained up, and then they come back and and the guy puts the coat over his face? Isn't that just stolen from Silence of the Lambs? That is the scene from Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah. No, I feel like this guy, this writer, didn't have any issue with that. He said the movie is based so much on Alien that he named one of the characters after Tom Skerritt's character in the Alien film. Like he named
every single character, like the cowboy hat, fucking coat, like
everybody. It really is just man, Skerritt. The guy's a legend. I was gonna talk about Alien more, and then I was just like, we need more Tom Skerritt in the world. Just saying. Mustache? I'll sit in this. I don't care.
All right, so here we are. We're at camp.
No, Paul. Scary. All right, let's go.
So here we are, Camp Crystal Lake Research Facility, a place that's seemingly uninhabited with no lights and very damp. There's like literally water on the floor. They have this test subject. He's a serial killer. They want to hold, they yet let him keep his hockey mask on, which seems like they would, I think that you'd want to see what was under the hockey mask, or you wouldn't have to let him.
There's a weird line where they're first assessing him, where they say that hockey has been outlawed.
Well, that's in the future.
Yeah, in 2024 was when they outlawed.
But they don't tell us why hockey has been outlawed.
Football's still going on Earth too in this movie. Hockey.
Our technology.
Also, the guy realizes it's a hockey mask, and I was like, obviously they're in the future, but they're like 450 years in the future.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think a hockey mask would be that recognizable.
No.
Yeah, if it's been outlawed for that long.
But also their technology, they're using like, FaceTime.
Oh, they are also wearing half shirts.
They're all in chenille sweaters.
Everybody's wearing half shirts.
Why are they wearing that in a lab? Like, she's like giving him an operation in the horniest sweaters. Why are those two dorks are so horny and then they just go and
why
fuck
don't you
for
guys
no
come
reason?
back when you're more focused?
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, we will.
Yeah, whoa. That's
really
crazy
is
science
transplanting all of the horniness of summer camp onto a spaceship, which is so weird.
A spaceship out of a CW show, and I mean that in no offense to CW. It's
you know
just
what though?
So
offense to CW.
Yeah.
It's just
but
like
really bad graphics.
It's like so.
There's some CW on blast.
There's some digital blood in this that is also really bad. When the guy gets his arm cut off, like there's some. I had to go back and go. Just fucking try. Like, try to make the blood spurt.
The first arm that gets cut off of like the dork.
Yeah,
By the way, why would he be allowed on that science expedition? He's like a dumbass. He's like the stupidest. Why would they have brought him? And he needs a.
Is he
you
from
can't
the
have
movie
that kind
Step
of hair
Up?
if you work in a lab. You
Sure.
can't, like, have your hair out.
I know you think it's Moose from Step Up, but it's not.
So basically, but we won't even know, like, so, Jason is accidentally frozen. This space crew comes, like, salvaging Earth 1, but we don't even know what this crew is. They don't seem like they have any job. Like, in Alien, they're like space truckers, essentially. Like, on, Serenity, they're like pirates, they're kind of doing clandestine stuff. Here, it just looks like a bunch of young, good-looking people who are kind of all equal scientists.
It's like a school. It's like a mobile school.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. There is a school element.
And
the guy's
he's
a professor.
and he loves his nipples to be yanked.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Even 450 years from now,
Yeah.
he's still
450 years from now, he's wearing current day like negligees.
What was the line that the girl says
What?
about her midterm? That you
Oh no, right? Where she's like, do it, and then he goes, you pass. Which is like such a funny thing to say at orgasm.
By the way, some of you guys, I'm gonna
pass.
guess in this audience, 2 of you are gonna have sex tonight. Scream, you pass.
You pass.
Or
Oh
if
my
you're
God.
listening to this on the podcast with your lover, scream, you pass.
You pass.
Let's just hear it in real time here.
good.
Right there? Yeah. Come on. Come on.
You pass!
That device is too big.
I I thought when she first brought it in, it was gynecological equipment.
That's what I thought too.
I don't like this already, and then I didn't like this more than the thought of the thing that I didn't like.
What do you think? My question is this the tool's intended use? Or is this a
Maybe she just grabbed
use?
it. She's like,
She's
I'm
like-
about to see Professor, and
Oh.
just grabbed it on her way from the lab.
Oh, I'm gonna grab
She was
champagne
really thinking about the rosé,
and
yeah.
this, like something that is like hedge trimming shears in size.
Oh,
The other
Is she having sex? She has her underwear
That's
on.
the other
Like,
thing
yeah.
that I was just about to say, and then I just stopped myself because I was like,
I'll
I don't
say-
know if I can live through what I'm about to say. You go, Rob.
Well, when I
If
have
you
sex,
die,
when I
Jenny,
have sex,
if you die, we will have lightning strike you to reanimate you.
And then apparently this man climaxing is what awakes Jason. Like,
wait, really?
Yeah.
He doesn't like horniness.
Yeah, that's
he doesn't.
it. That's the one thing that we know.
He hates.
He doesn't.
But
he
yet-
hates fucking teens. He doesn't hate fucking. He hates teens that fuck.
Yeah.
But he hates fucking teens.
Right.
He's a
He hates
real-
fucking teens.
Yeah, he hates
He's a
fucking
real
teens.
He
prude.
fucking hates fucking teens. And he can smell jizz. He can smell jizz.
But he immediately kills the person who was bringing him back to life, who seemed to be the only one that was doing her job.
Yeah, by the way,
Yeah.
that was really violent. Like,
Her entire body was sucked out of a 4-inch hole vent.
by
And
the way,
before she got sucked, she said, "This sucks." In
Yeah,
so
on
many
so
ways.
many.
Yeah, this sucks on so many levels.
By the way, not to pull the rug out from under us, but at the beginning of the movie, they set up that they can reanimate arms and everything. Who cares if anyone gets killed? We'll bring them back.
Right.
It doesn't matter if any of us get killed. Like, why would we possibly be upset? It's like, oh, okay, except for the girl that got sucked through the vent.
Yeah.
But here's my other issue with this whole movie ultimately. You bring the serial killer on, I get it, that has to be the conceit of the movie, right? You gotta get this guy on. But it's a confined space where all you need to do is sound an alarm, say, hey, everybody, stay in your bunks.
Yep.
There is seemingly zero communication between anyone at any given point. There's no intercom.
There's
used.
so many ways this could have been avoided. I mean, this movie. You could have not asked me to watch it. The link I had could have been broken. There's so many ways I could have avoided watching this. No, they are constantly. That's where I was like, I had to readjust and be like, oh no. These movies are this. These movies are, it's all about the kills. It's all about people making dumb decisions and going to the basement when they shouldn't. Or like when the dude is like on the run and he's like, wait a minute, quick, we gotta get to the shuttle, but should I fuck my robot that I just made?
That's the craziest.
It's like, yeah, I think I fucking should.
How did they do the nipple effect? So that actress, they covered up her real nipples
Yes.
and then put fake plastic nipples on there. So much so that when they fell off, I was like, oh my God.
Her nipples fall off like your refrigerator lost magnetism. It's like,
yes,
like,
it's total
That's what it's
Sub-Zero time.
I assumed it was like a computer, it was like a computer effect. Do you think it was practical?
They feel like they're CGI.
I
but
think it's a computer effect.
Here we go. Let's listen
Why
to the sound
spend
they
the
make.
money on that?
The sound that they make is what really makes it disturbing.
What do you think? Do you like them?
They're fine.
It sounds like
quarters.
2 Sacagawea silver dollars hitting the ground.
So, if he did put on steel nipples, what is he getting out of that either? Like that
Also,
would be...
who manufactured those in space? She was like, I want you to make me some nipples. And he was like, I'm busy.
Really,
I've got a lot to say about this movie. Why is when Jason is still dead, not dead, but like, yeah, dead, when Blondie, who gets
Not her
smashed, when she is kind of doing stuff, she's, carves his mask off of his face,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Why is the goop that leaks out of his head green?
Yeah, why is it?
I wrote it again, what is Jason?
Also,
What is he?
why did she need to like clearly cut off the mask but then seemingly the mask stayed, like, she just kind of smushes it back on.
She puts it on in like a non-medical way. Like that's not the way a doctor would like put your thing back. Just like putting a sticker.
She takes his eyeball out and just looks at it and then like freezes it.
Yeah.
Puts it in a yeah. Also, Sheer, with that, I forgot this character's name. What's her name in real life? Is that Alexa?
Doig.
Doig.
What is it?
D-O-I-G, Doig, I'm assuming. Like no Doig.
And so her...
Does anybody know what it is?
Doig? Her first line when she wakes up, this movie was made in 2001. Yeah. She wakes up in 24:55. The first words out of her mouth are, "Did you get him?" That's the first, like, her first order of business. Is not like, ooh, it was cold when I was frozen, or... Well, first she clocks that guy.
Where am I?
Yeah, she clocks that guy, first of all, which is hilarious.
By the way, Jason's machete, when what we should believe, goes through like
metal,
a steel, like cryogenic chamber, like a hot knife through butter, like to kind of get her killed too. But like that machete, someone should look into that. That machete seems like it has some powers.
He's obsessed with this machete. Like I would argue, like the machete is like his true love.
It's almost as if this movie was written by someone who never saw any of the Jason movies.
But this professor guy or this teacher guy, his whole motivation is, it's like a weird, like he just wants people to pay to see her. Remember he says like, oh, people will pay money to see her. She was, and then she goes away, and then it's like, or whatever, and then so then he's like, people pay money to see Jason, like he's like some carnival animal or something.
Which that's not going to work out well at all, and he'll just kill everybody. Yeah, it's a weird movie because they're just running. There's no deliberate, like there's no reasoning with Jason. There's no reason why he has any grudges with any of these people. They have not just done anything bad to him, but bring him back to life. And well, that's it.
It's interesting. He's like a Frankenstein type figure. Yeah. But there is no there is no understanding. It really is.
We're looking at it the wrong way. I think the way that you're supposed to look at it is he is the hero. We love him. We're rooting for him.
Is that it, right?
Yes,
okay.
for real.
Okay.
We're rooting for him. And we're
kill all the dum-dums.
To kill all the dum-dums while we beat off. Although this movie is very hard to beat off to. You
can find your moments.
Respectfully disagree.
What do you mean you can find...
Look, I was on a plane, so it was a little bit more challenging.
Can I tell our bummer story about
sure.
Okay, the actor that plays Jason in real life is named Kane Hodder, and I'm scanning the audience as if I know what he looks like. So hopefully he's not here. But one time, Sheer and I were at something in New York. It was like a Comic-Con type, but not Comic-Con.
It was a very low-level horror convention
HorrorCon
in New Jersey.
Yes.
Like in a hotel.
Wait, are you sure it was a horror convention, or were you just in New Jersey? Nailed it. Wow. That's right, New Jersey. Kaboom. How'd that feel?
So it was one of those things where you go and there are people, there are the signing booths. And so Kane Hodder, Jason from the movie is there, and you pay $20 to get his autograph or whatever. So it was very close to Halloween, like it is not when this podcast comes out. And so the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life was probably...
Keep in mind you have a child.
Yes.
The cutest thing you've ever seen in your life, though, is this.
This is cuter. My child is a crybaby. So there was a mom there with like a 3-year-old boy in fucking full-on Jason garb. Tiny little overalls, tiny little hockey mask, like 3 years old. Like, doing this. And his mom is there, sees Kane Hodder there, like, he's got a big poster or whatever, and she's like, go on up there. And so the little boy is just like, and goes up there, and he gets up to Kane Hodder, the person in real life, and Kane Hodder goes, $20. $20. $20 to the little kid. So I couldn't help but remember that as I was watching this movie that like, oh, that guy, what a surprise that Jason is a bad dude in real life. Oh, edit out that pause, Paul. Take out this pause. Take out this pause.
No, let's just sit in this.
Take it out. Take
let's
out
just
that pause.
Sit in it.
So Jason is on this ship that has an anchor in it. The spaceship has an anchor. And
yeah, because you have to anchor your spaceship all the time.
And
otherwise, it'll float away into space.
And so many rooms full of
That's why on all the
chains.
space things, you hear them say drop anchor. Star Wars, drop anchor. Star Trek, Mr. Sulu, drop anchor.
They just need to get him in rooms with chains and like giant, like they just put put an anchor. We'll put something on an anchor, and like that. I'll give into that. But what I don't like is the abuse of VR in this movie. These two kids are playing VR,
God. Oh, yeah.
And Jason murders the VR orc. And it like exists in the game.
Jason is able to, without his own set, without anything,
that doesn't make
enter
sense.
into the game they're in, participate, and then when they take the masks off, he's just standing there, and the video game disappears, and he's like, "What's going on?"
And to me, why not just make the smarter choice of not making the people in the future wear any sort of VR masks?
Yes.
Make it like a
Everybody
holodeck.
is in a thing.
Yeah. No, but they have the two guys like sitting down on like two carpets, like
And
wearing
why are they
VR
sitting
masks.
on the floor like that? Like, where is that the game room, or do they just sit down? Like,
Looks like they
they're
play their
sitting down,
VR.
like how people 400 years ago watched television.
Yeah.
I was more psyched about those monsters. It was such a misdirect. I was like, oh, cool. Now we're going to see some fucking cool monsters. And then it was like, oh, this is a fucking VR sim or whatever. I don't know technology.
You know what furthers your hypothesis that Jason is the hero is that every human being in this movie is a fucking asshole.
Yeah, the only
Like
nice one is the woman who puts his mask back on. She's like, poor thing, or something like that.
Yeah.
He really ruins her head.
Yeah, and look what she got.
Yeah.
But like these fucking dummies single-handedly destroy Solaris
Without a care in the
Oh my
world.
God, they
never
ruined
examined
that.
No repercussions.
How many hundreds or
Like
thousands
thousands
of
of people
lived
they
on that
killed
space
on that thing.
Just
smash.
They drove through it and it exploded.
And then it explodes, and they're like, "Oh my God!"
back it up.
They are awful people, and I guess that was maybe for me the thing that was giving me a little bit of tension. I was like, "Oh, these people are terrible," but Jason is the protagonist. And that's, I think what I'm not used to.
Well, I
mean, I'm the protagonist in my life, I feel like. So I understand where Jason could be the protagonist.
Right, you feel like it's just about Jason.
Yeah.
Because
Most things
Jason.
are.
Yeah.
Manzook X.
One of my main beefs is the poor commitment to jolts on the spaceship.
Yeah.
Because everyone's going in a different direction. Like Solaris blows up, one guy goes that way, someone goes like this, someone else goes like, whoa!
It's like Star Trek level. Like original series Star Trek level, like, whoa!
Yeah.
But the robot woman is actually good at the jolts. She's got a lot of jokes that she
Lisa
does.
Ryder is her name.
Lisa Ryder is far and away crushing it in this movie.
Just interesting. Obviously one of the big reveals of this movie is when the robot becomes full-on Terminator. She gets an upgrade and
upload.
Sorry.
So does that mean he just
He just spoilt it up
they're
in there.
trying to
It's
escape.
You're better now.
They're trying to escape to the pod, and he's like, wait a minute. And they have a moment that is romantically charged, but I don't think she understands romance.
No, I think she does. She loves him. That's why she wants her nipples.
Is that it?
Yeah, because she wants to be like Janessa.
Also,
you memorize
there's a
everyone's
character
name.
450 years from now named Janessa.
Who has a fourth of a blouse.
Which I have a lot of trouble with.
Whoa, really?
Janessa!
Yeah, the guy writing it was like, what's the name of a sexy girl who will like me, basically? Like, he just, like, he falls in love with her while he's writing it. He just loves Janessa.
Janessa and Todd Farmer walk down the street.
Yeah, he's like, shoot, I gotta change it.
And you know that, like, someone from Todd Farmer's past is like, is this about me? and he's like, no, Vanessa, why would you say that?
Janessa's shirt is like the most insane garment I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
And it's like, it's crazy. It's just like 2 strips down her titties like that, and then with like weird bolts, right?
Yeah.
And also my pants just are completely broken. So I can't stand up like.
By the way, they
Rob.
say that in the movie. She says, "Don't wreck my pants."
Don't wreck my pants.
Just don't wreck my pants.
That was a great
box.
Yeah.
That should have been on the box.
But there is a part where like they're doing something that's like tough, and she makes sure that her shirt's on, as if it was ever really on
to begin with.
Like,
she should have been wearing something. Everyone in that spaceship should be wearing
more.
And it's weird to say for a horror movie. Put on more clothes, people.
Except for during the sex scene when they should be wearing less.
Yeah.
Even the military people are like pornographically dressed.
Yeah. I will say this is interesting. So when Jason is killed, he's reformed. Now, if you listen to the podcast, we did a movie called Virtuosity, and the way that Jason came back was an idea stolen from Virtuosity.
Wow.
Literally?
Yes, truly. This is on the commentary track. The writer, Todd Farmer, lifted this idea of nanotechnology from Virtuosity. He said he thought it would be cool.
Because it worked in that movie?
Worked
P.S. It did not.
But it's not just nanotechnology, it's just ants. Like at one point they cut to like an extreme close-up and it's just fucking bugs. It's like, it looks like
I think
metal.
they're robot bugs.
Yeah, they're
supposed to be robot bugs.
Well, yeah, of course, but still, it's bug. You got a bug problem, it's a fucking bug problem.
Yeah.
Just to give you an idea of other ideas that Jason could have been in, and that instead of space, these are the ideas that they passed on. All right, so Jason in the Hood,
Leprechaun.
Jason, well, yeah, right. Jason in the snow. Jason underwater.
Yeah.
Jason in the Arctic.
Well, isn't that the snow?
Totally different, bro.
Totally different.
You've never been to the Arctic.
Yeah, one could be like The Thing, and one could be like Snow Day. The other one, Jason in LA fighting gangs. The other one, Jason on safari, and they even considered something involving the NASCAR circuit.
Wow.
Yeah, that.
Did you have any thoughts on the sim at the end, the Crystal Lake throwback?
That's where I was showing nudity to people on my airplane.
Yeah.
That's an odd sequence because that's like one of those rare moments too where like I felt bad because it felt like gratuitous. There's no how could you get anyone to even do it? It's like, hey, so this is not integral to the plot. This is something
What are our lines? Well, you're gonna yell, "We love premarital sex,"
and then we get into sleeping bags and are beaten to death with each other's body using the sleeping bag as a weapon. They cut back to Jason Voorhees, and he's holding a sleeping bag with a girl in it, and he's clobbering
the other girl.
But
in a sleeping bag with that girl.
I will say
Full Metal Jacket.
I will say that there's a lot of weird production design in it, but I did feel like those sleeping bags were not full enough. Like they felt They didn't
Clearly
feel like
very
two humans.
The audio, the women in the audio track were like, ow. Ow, ow.
Yeah, I couldn't understand what the audio was. I was like, is the sim glitching? Are they laughing still? Because they're
Also-
looking up at the camera and being
Also, how is the sim prepared for that scenario?
Yeah.
What? I don't know that that's within the. I don't know.
He was using the boyfriend of KM was using her severed head.
Yes.
And somehow jacked that into the sim thing, right?
Yes.
And she was downloading that program. Am I wrong?
Can I also say I love
Why are you
KM, but
asking
I
this
also
guy?
like the scientist. I liked her boyfriend. I like that guy.
You like that guy?
He
To
was your
me, he was
favorite?
the most relatable character in the
let's
film.
go. Let's all go around and say who our favorite dummy was. Mine was the robot.
Yeah, the robot's good.
I loved her non-magnetic nipples. I loved when she became like Lara Croft Tomb Raider at the end.
I would go with my favorite. It was, and I think this is him, Boyd Banks, who played Fat Lou, who was the guy who was like, hey, what the hell? Yeah.
I'm Fat Lou.
You act my stuff.
No one ever says my name, but you know who I am.
Yeah.
Fat Lou.
He has
Dumb
necklaces.
kids and their dumb field trips. I bet I'm gonna catch shit for this.
Yeah.
And then he gets chopped into like a gajillion pieces. Then the other guy comes up and is like, "Oh, this is a nightmare, but I've seen worse." What?
Yeah, that's they never explore that at all.
Are you going to explain what
could
Stop
be worse?
the movie.
Was that Vietnam? Like, I didn't know.
No, he's seen worse in like. Then he refers to some war that they fought.
Oh, the Microsoft
where
conflict.
people lose their
Microsoft
Oh yeah.
where people were fighting each other with their own limbs.
Microsoft
over old Zunes.
By the way, also, one of my favorite lines is, it's gonna take more than a poke in the ribs to put down this old dog. Flink! That ought to do it.
That was a great line.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's where that movie was weird, because it's like they were going for jokes, and I like that joke a lot, but then they would also they would treat some things like that I think worked, but then there was another moment where
what's his condition? He's screwed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And why do they have that
was
big
her
screw
friend.
in there?
Yeah.
That was her friend,
Yeah.
and she should have been
Screwed.
he's screwed.
And why were they never shocked when people were dead? They're not in a war. They're
Yeah.
scientists. They should be like, if they see one dead person that isn't like part of their lab, which they don't keep clean, they should be like, ah!
The only time
Get
they
on
did
the
that.
intercom and be like, hey, everyone.
The only time they did that is when they ran out, like one door opens and there's like a security guard dead, and then they go like, ah! I was like, you don't even fucking know that guy.
Yeah.
Also, the guy who she says he's screwed, it's a visual joke, or it's a visual line for her. The person on the other end should be like, what do you mean?
Yeah, wait, so what are you talking about? Is he
seen-
late?
Right.
He's
Is
not
he
seeing
lost?
that the man has been impaled on a screw. He's like, what do you mean? He's screwed. Well, why are you saying it like that?
Oh, because there's a giant
so you're
screw
not
in this
getting it.
room, and he's
So
actually
his
rotating
body
around.
has been impaled on a giant screw. Ah, okay, got it. Okay.
That's good.
Really, that was good.
Let's go to the audience. Audience, do you have any questions, things that we haven't talked about? I know we haven't talked about a lot, but anything at all?
The scene where he is doesn't matter.
Sir, your name, your question.
My name's Matt. I'm just wondering if we can go over the fact that they say they executed him 3 times. They went from electricity to firing squad to hanging, and then they just jumped to cryogenically freezing.
Well, I think that actually makes sense. I feel like at a certain point, you're like, well, we can't kill him, so let's
freeze him. Yeah, let's put him on hold.
I think they also said
that
in,
checks
like,
out.
gas.
Scientifically, that checks out.
No, it doesn't check out.
Yes, it does.
Like, here's the thing. If you want that guy gone, chop him into 1,000,000 pieces.
They did that. They blew off his leg. They blew off his fucking
Well, that's
head.
in this movie.
Yeah.
But if the nanotechnology wouldn't have come back, again, they knew that he regenerated, so why would they leave him in that room alone?
Why did they leave him on the regeneration slide?
Also, why does he regenerate? Question mark.
Because the bugs.
But they can regenerate all of their friends. It doesn't matter.
Sir, your name, your question.
My name's Devin. So
Why do we need their names, Paul?
I like it. I like it.
That's not he's using a fake name.
The people at home want to know. Oh, that was Devin.
You're telling me that
Guy's name's Devin.
Right.
Yeah, his name's Devin.
Nope. I don't buy it for a fucking minute.
way.
Paul.
Yeah.
Get his license.
Let's check out your license. All right, Devin, if that's your name, your question.
So early when the lady that travels through, or it's frozen and going through time,
Doig?
When she's getting thawed, the robot says this line that I think is just either miswritten or something. She's saying, I think she's supposed to be saying cellular, but she says celery.
Wow.
First of all,
good catch.
Paul, that's not a question.
It's not a question.
It could be
It's a statement.
observations. We're taking observations and questions.
And you're telling me she says celery.
No, well, now I gotta watch the whole movie again.
She's going through celery regeneration.
Celery regeneration.
I will say, to Devin's point, I thought
fake news.
Am I? Yeah.
Fake news.
Noons. It did seem like there were more than a couple flubbed lines that they didn't even try again.
It seemed like there was a moment when Miss Doig forgot her line and like ran into a room and was like, we have to get to like this. And I was like, okay, I know what that is because I've done that myself. You don't know what you're saying.
We got it.
Let's move on.
You don't know what's going on.
Moving on. Check the gate.
Your fake name and your question.
Well, my real name's Corrine, and that sounds fake enough, so let's just go with that. So when the guard, or when that Marine or whatever she is finds her right impaled, and she's like, oh, he's been screwed. He hasn't even been screwed. It's a drill. Like, it's not even a screw. So my question is, what do you guys think about that?
What about this? What about this? He's dead. This is not a drill. Oh, wait, it is. Yeah.
You got a little bit of a standing ovation.
Thanks.
You
Just
give us
like
the scenario,
people.
we'll
Yeah.
give you the clever wordplay.
All right, your name, your question.
My name is Scott.
And great, an undercover
Fake
shirt.
name.
Undercover, this is great. So when the professor is with the Space Marine, he's like, do you have all your kids? He says, yes, I've got them all. They immediately cut to the Boba holodeck, where they've got these idiots playing games. That's Todd Farmer. The bald idiot that gets cut in half is Todd Farmer.
Really?
Oh. Todd Farmer, also the writer-director of Drive Angry, the Nicolas Cage movie that we did on this podcast, and was also killed in that as well.
Paul, we have not even touched on the last minute of the movie where Jason comes.
Huh? Yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah, where Jason comes at us, and then Brodsky comes in and tackles him, and then, like Iron Man, flies him back through the atmosphere, burning him up, and they become a shooting star.
Yes.
And then two horny teenagers go, oh, a shooting star, Are we not going to talk about,
By the way, I would argue the best part of the entire movie is what you just
I think Todd
described.
Farmer started with that. Am I wrong? Friend of Todd Farmer?
All right, your name and your question.
My name is Rachel, and I know that the bad guy sneaking up on the unsuspecting people is kind of the thing with this movie, but the rules about how he moves around this set are bonkers. He teleports from one room to another, and the one that drove me the most crazy is that girl is when he's coming back to life because all the people are having sex. He moves his leg, she turns around, nothing. He shifts his hand, he just kind of clenches it, nothing. He sits up, gets up off the table, nothing. She's like, no, I don't hear that bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a weird angle there where they're kind of showing her spine. She's in that cut off shirt and it's he's twitching and it's just showing that she's a vulnerable human or something. It's really, I was upset by that. I'm also sleep training my baby. So
by the way, I was thinking,
we get it, you've got friends.
If you
have unprotected sex, we get it.
One time.
Gross.
I mean, this is also, I will say to your point, a person who at that point in the movie is wearing chains. So when he would move, you're hearing the rattling. You're always going to hear the rattling of
Well, you would
chains.
also think when he sat up, his hockey mask would fall to the ground.
And
there's a sorry, go ahead.
I mean, there's another point where he's supposed to be in one other room. Oh, it's in the beginning. The guy falls through the door and he's dying and she's like, oh, what happened? He's in the room. He threw him through the door. She turns around, he's in the hallway. How did he get there?
Oh,
did
yeah.
he go around? Where is the other door that he came through that he just teleported over there?
We're not going to have an answer for you. I'm worried about you because you seem genuinely upset about this. We have no answers.
She has created like a JFK monument in her house of coordinates.
So you're positing a theory where there's another Jason? It's because this is the magic Jason theory.
The magic Jason.
There has to be another Jason on the grassy knoll.
But but you bring up a good point that there is so much sneaking up behind people that it's ridiculous. This movie could be called "Just Look Behind You." Just like one. Everyone's just backing up. No one ever goes, "I'll just look where I'm going."
By the way, how about this? They introduced this so late in the film. There is a ship that they could just easily all get on and then leave Jason on the main ship and get the fuck out of there. But he's not blocking it. They don't have to get
But then the one girl blows it up.
Right, but it would have been so easy to be like, hey, let's all go to that one ship, right? It's like, oh, Jason.
But
cut
then
that
what
off.
would we all be doing? We wouldn't be We wouldn't be here.
Right.
And again, you're acting as if that girl or those people are the characters we're following.
Right.
And it's not. Jason is the character we are following.
And my only thought again.
And Lexi Doig, I guess. Lexi?
Alexa.
Alexa?
Alexa. Oh no! Now we just turned on everyone's Alexas at home.
Alexa?
Alexa Doig.
Alexa, search Alexa Doig. Alexa, play Steely Dan, Peg.
The other thing.
Alexa, what's the weather? Oh, this is fun.
People at home are like, oh fuck!
Oh, come on!
Alexa, play Let the Bodies Hit the Floor!
So
Alexa, wake the baby.
Alexa, fuck you!
Alexa, tell me a joke. Alexa, tell me a dirty joke.
I have an Alexa, and I got an email every week. It's like, do you like comedy? Ask Alexa to tell you a limerick.
Ew.
You get that email every week? I would legit kill myself.
I keep it around because I want to know what the new latest skills I can teach my Alexa are. I don't do any of them. A limerick.
A limerick.
I just like to do you like comedy? Then ask Alexa for a good limerick. I would like this movie to be Jason running around with the mask constantly falling off. Just the slapstick, killing someone. Oh fuck! Where is it?
My contacts are in that mask.
Like, they've done 10 of these. How have they never done one that's just like the airplane version of this movie?
Sir, your name and your question.
My name is Ryan, and unfortunately, it is a bit of a statement, but I have some insight that relates to this movie.
Are you Todd Farmer?
Yes. I have a limerick. No. I can explain Kane Hodder's sour disposition. Okay. So, Freddy vs. Jason is canon. Okay.
Oh, damn. All right.
This is something that fans campaign for, and Kane Hodder and Robert Englund both campaigned for it. Conventions and stuff, probably like the one you went to. When it finally was going to happen, all the rights came together in the different studios and whatever. At the end of Jason Goes to Hell, Jason sinks into hell, literally. The mask is all that's left. And the last scene of the movie is Freddy's hand coming up out of the ground and grabbing it. So, it was like
Freddy lives underground in hell.
In Jason Goes to Hell, apparently.
He has an apartment.
So he has a timeshare.
So years and years
Next to Donald
of
Trump.
campaigning, like this was like Kane Hodder's life was campaigning for this movie to get made. They made the movie with Robert Englund as Freddy, some other dude as Jason.
Oh. And this is Kane Hodder here in this one. So you think that Kane Hodder is just...
Kane Hodder's been a bitter individual ever since.
Oh, you're saying, I'm sorry, I thought this whole story was about why Jason is always trying to kill everyone, but you're
This is the real...
I was like, hold on.
And Kane Hodder, well, now I want to know more, because
Right, you're
I
just
don't know.
talking
He's
about
probably a
this
nice guy.
signing.
And also, I don't want to get murdered. Like, please, Kane Hodder, don't,
I'm
please.
glad you said that, because up until now, because we've been friends for a long time, I've considered you someone that wanted to be murdered.
No, let me be clear. I do not want to be murdered.
He said, Rob said he'll always deny it on a podcast, but he definitely wants to be murdered.
Alexa, don't murder me.
Alexa, murder Rob Huebel, please. Alexa, put Rob Huebel on my do not murder list. as per his instructions. Alexa.
Obviously, we had an opinion about this movie, but there are people out there with a different opinion. It is now time for Second Opinions.
Stupid logic, idiotic. That's what critics saying. Great action, superb acting. That's what I am seeing. Top that. Top that. I got a second opinion about that. Top that. Stop that. Top that. Stop that. It's my second opinion, so don't try to stop that.
Way to go.
Give it up for Mike.
Wow.
Good job.
Mike with a top that second opinion theme.
Good job, Mike.
From the great film Teen Witch.
Teen Witch callback.
I will say I did not know where it was going to begin with, and I was really happy.
He got more confident as the song went along.
Yeah, that is the power of Teen Witch. If you're having a bad... Alexa, play Teen Witch Top That. That was great. Mike, great job. You should be proud of yourself.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I still have a problem with those shoes.
This one is written by Gerhalt in 2001.
Fake name.
I have a message to all the critics who I'm sure are readying their pens to dump all over this latest installment.
They're quill pens.
Don't bother. We know the acting will probably be horrible and the story won't be poignant or meaningful, and it doesn't matter. If it's Oscar caliber performances you want, go see Captain Corelli's mandolin.
Whoa!
Somebody has to.
Whoa.
Alexa, play Captain Corelli's mandolin.
Leave us and our slasher film alone. It doesn't need to make sense or even tie into part 9. All we need is Jason and his hockey mask and nudity and blood.
Wow.
And that's it. I've been a fan of Jason since 1982, and I plan to be here to the bloody end. Pun intended. 5 stars.
Sign Little Rob Huebel.
Baby Hubes.
This one is a weird. It's a weird.
You want to pass over it?
10. No. 10 fingers, 10 toes. Not enough to count the bodies. Basically, I watch Jason movies because of the high body count, but this movie went too far.
Oh, wow.
Jason kills 20 to 25 people, and that's not counting the thousands he helped blow up.
On Solaris.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jason's mind is gone. As soon as he sees someone, they're dead. It's the best Friday the 13th movie ever. 5 stars.
Wait, I thought...
Yeah, what? That's why it's weird. It really takes that...
The road, turned upside down, and then he drove his car upside down.
Yeah, it was like, I don't like it, and I actually love it.
His mind is gone.
But his mind is gone, guys.
It is interesting because they say his brain is so small.
Yeah.
You know, at some point, so like...
But his dick is very big.
Okay, Paul.
Wait, what? Yeah, why did you focus on that one line?
What's that about, Paul?
That's the thing that you took away from
Well,
this?
because I thought it was...
There is?
I thought it was weird because she said, but his dick is so big, and then
No, she doesn't say that.
grabbed...
She says she's hung like a mammoth.
Oh, okay. All right. He's hung like
Paul,
a mammoth.
why do you know that?
Yeah, Paul. And she says, I bet he's hung like a mammoth.
Yeah,
well, they just decided it's true and have run with it.
Also, just look at his dead, limp dick and find out.
There's one way to figure this out. Alexa, how big is Jason Voorhees' penis?
Which Jason Voorhees?
Alexa, how big is a mammoth's penis?
This is one of my favorite reviews here from Mr. Bayvine. Mr. Bayvine. One of the guys looked like Lawrence Fishburne, and I thought he was until I found out he wasn't. For anyone that didn't know, the X in Jason X means the 10th one. The actors did a good job, and that one girl actually took the dead guy's gun. I've been wanting someone to keep the guy's weapon every time I watch a horror movie. Overall, I'd say this is the best Friday the 13th ever. 5 stars.
Wow.
You know, the other thing I just want to ask is, does this movie take place on Friday the 13th?
No.
No, okay.
Because there is no Friday the 13th in space.
Right.
On Earth 2, they've
But
outlawed it with
that
hockey.
does make me, it does make me, like, kind of begs the question, what is Jason? I still haven't gotten an answer for
Yeah,
that.
well,
What
you are
is
going to
Jason?
struggle with that until
Hey,
you
guy,
die.
what is Jason? Do you know? No?
He's a shooting star, bro.
Okay, cool. Cool.
And then finally, this is a very heavily edited review, like 8-9 paragraphs here from Techno Machinima 1996. And I'm just going to read the final
It's
paragraph.
pronounced Machina.
Oh, yeah. Techno X, but it's no, and there's no X, so it's Techno Mach. It's not even spelled like that. Okay.
This is before mine.
Overall, if you're looking for a unique sci-fi horror experience, if you like to look at attractive and decidedly sexy people, if you're into Jason and Friday the 13th, but need something different, if you like super awesome special effects, if you like action, if you like humor, if you like sex appeal in your horror movies, and you want to see Jason in a whole new way, well then, this movie's definitely for you. 5
Super
stars.
awesome special effects? Really?
Why?
What is Jason?
What is Jason? Why, when Jason gets, fixed by the ants, does he get turned into, like, Bane?
Yeah, why is he so much more, like,
He
ripped and built?
He's jacked, and he's half metal, and he's, like, it's like he gets...
Because the ants fucked him. They all fuck. If you got fucked by ants, you would be so
Oh,
jacked.
so you think that is a
You think he's,
decidedly
like,
sexual
swollen?
process?
Why wouldn't they regenerate his skin, and why would they regenerate his mask?
Yeah.
Like, because it's nanotechnology.
Why were
just
his
give him
eyes
a better
red?
face.
Why were his eyes red?
Smoking that weed, bro. He's
Because
stoned on
he
that
is
ganja.
a replicant, right? The replicants all have red eyes.
Oh, is that right?
Okay, guys, sorry. Didn't mean to go crazy with my Blade Runner knowledge.
He looked like
I also watched that on the
Bebop
Blade
and
Runner
Rocksteady.
Yeah, my Blade Runner hot take.
Oh, I said I thought he looked like Bebop or Rocksteady, like from the original Teenage Mutant Ninja
Yep,
Turtles,
sure.
with a little bit of Krang because his head's so.
I have a question too.
I would maybe like
Brain
say
time.
Legend of the Ooze more, but let's,
I have a question too. At the very end, where those the horny teens see the shooting star of Jason and Brodsky, they're on
Earth 2. Earth 2.
Okay, that's what I
Earth
want.
2, yeah.
Which
The
is
sequel.
somehow habitable because I was told.
Yeah, 'cause we destroyed Earth.
Yeah, but I thought all planets were uninhabitable.
No, just Earth,
Okay,
regular
Paul,
Earth.
edit that out.
Earth 2 is fine.
Now-
Alexa, is Earth 2 still habitable?
Does anyone want to take a swing at what the tagline might be for this?
Don't wreck my pants.
It is this Halloween meet the perfect 10 in terror. Now, what is interesting about that is this movie came out April 26th.
And also, wait, I'm sorry, and this is you might just also have
Yeah.
to edit this out because it's a genuine question. This movie is not from the Halloween series either, right?
No,
okay,
no, yeah.
So okay.
Yeah. This
So
Halloween
why
meet
are
the
they
perfect 10
right?
in
By the way,
terror.
isn't April 26th like Easter?
Well, I guess that would go with the other good tagline.
Resurrection.
He's been drowned, chainsawed, knifed, axed, hammered, shocked, burned, spiked, nailed, shot, and frozen, and now he's back for more. Like it's a resurrection.
Wait, was he
tale.
in Frozen? Jason? Not a lot of people
He
know
is the
Jason
snowman.
played Olaf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This movie came out in 2002. The top 3 movies that year were Spider-Man, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, Star Wars Episode 2. And the budget was $11 million, and worldwide it made $16 million. It was a profitable.
So we're the
film.
dicks.
We don't know for P&A.
Don't use fucking industry terms on me.
Alexa, buy The House on Blu-ray. One-click purchase.
See the sales just
Right after this episode, like, bam, a huge spike.
Let's see. So obviously, we watch these movies because they're like fun bad movies, and so now let's go around and see. Do you believe that this is a fun bad movie to watch? You don't have to agree to it. It's your own opinion. Would you recommend people to watch this film if they have not seen it?
I will say, watch this movie. Don't watch this movie while you're watching your baby try to go to sleep. Because you're listening to people getting murdered and people screaming while you're watching your baby also scream at you. This is a very niche angle on this.
You should have put your iPad in the baby's crib. Then you could be watching your baby and the movie almost like you're at a drive-in. So
I should have just watching the baby monitor, on which is the iPad playing the movie.
Yes.
Smart. Really smart. And not damaging it all to the baby.
Jason, what would you say here?
You know, it's fine. There are better. We've done better. The Halloween that we did.
Season of the Witch.
No.
Leprechaun. Yeah, we did Season of the Witch.
Season of the Witch. That's what it's
called?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. That or Leprechaun in the Hood. Right. That's what the Leprechaun was. Yeah. Those movies are better. The Troll 2.
We did not do that.
We've never done it, but that's a good. Like there are better.
Ooh, when's
bad
Troll 2
horror
gonna
movies.
happen? Please ask me back for Troll 2.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
There are better. Like this is fine, and watch it if you want. It's fun. It is very self-aware. It's very goofy. There's lots
but not
of jokes.
It's not
neither
enough.
nor. That's the thing is it's a bit neither nor. If you don't watch it, I think you're fine. I don't think it's not like it's Miami Connection.
Right.
Which
the best
every
movie of all
single
time.
Alexa, purchase Miami Connection. That movie is like the greatest. And this is kind of like blah, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Jenny?
I would say it's worth it for one thing, which is that the costume designer truly put almost everyone in some sort of velour vest or
belly shirt.
Yeah, the costume designer is really the person to look out for. I feel like it is really
They made a real attempt to provide futuristic tech and all that stuff, but they just assumed that everybody in 400 years in the future will dress like people in 2002.
Yeah, like real chenille kind of stuff. I really, it's great for that, and if you like to smoke weed. But I would say it was. I mean, it was a little bit gross. You know?
To me, I would say I find it to be like the same way. I was like, it was fine.
It's fine.
It's a movie. There's other movies we talked about in the beginning. Other horror movies that went to space were Hellraiser, Leprechaun, and Critters. So maybe we just do 4 of these and just figure out what's the best person in space.
I think a better version of this movie would have been if the whole thing had been, or no, at the midpoint of the movie, if it had switched to the sim of Crystal Lake. Like once they got into that, I thought like, oh, that's the movie. Like that's the thing. I mean, not with the girls, like we love premarital sex, but I mean,
it would have been interesting to have the people on the ship act like they were in a summer camp. Like on an old Earth,
circle
that they don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So they're having to do it in order to lure Jason out, or that would have been fun.
Are you listening to this, fucking farmer?
Are you
Take a
busy
note
on farmersonly.com?
Just dating himself. He's always liking himself.
Ding dong. Oh, it's me.
A big thank you to Avril Halley, who cuts all of our amazing clips. July Diaz, who's up in the booth. Nate Kiley does all this research and listen to the Jason X commentary track into copious notes. Kelly Alto, Leanna Waldron, everybody here at Largo, everybody at Earwolf, thank you so much, and good night.